This is a crested gecko. It is from a southern island of New Caledonia. Sometimes people call them the eyelash gecko. They're a very easy gecko to care for and are a common pet. Here at Burpee Museum, we have both adult and juvenile crested geckos. Crested geckos are omnivores. They don't eat many insects. They eat a diet predominantly of fruit in the wild. Here at the museum, they eat a mix that we make by combining a powder with water, and they lick it up. Crested geckos can drop their tails if they get afraid. But unlike these other species, the tail does not grow back. That's why we call this little guy that we adopted Nubs. He lost his tail long ago, probably because he was afraid, as a defense mechanism. In fact, it's very common in the wild to find crested geckos who only have a nub of a tail, because most of them will drop it some point in their life when they get afraid. This is a great defense mechanism because the predator will then chase the tail on the ground while the gecko has a chance to run away. Crested geckos can live for a surprisingly long time. In captivity, they've been known to live up to 15 to 20 years. Crested geckos are reptiles, and like all reptiles, they are ectotherms. That means their body temperature will vary with the environmental temperature. It's really important that these guys get the right temperature so that they can have proper activity in feeding. Crested geckos prefer a temperature around 78 to 82 degrees, and then it can drop to lower temperatures in the evening, sometimes the low 70s. One of the interesting things about crested geckos, and in fact a lot of reptiles, is they don't prefer to drink water out of a standing bowl. While we still provide water in a shallow dish, these guys prefer to drink water off of a leaf or the side of the cage. So we spray the enclosure with water a couple times a day to give them an opportunity to drink fresh water.